You know, uh, it's something profound. The reason why people don't control money or they don't benefit from money is because they don't understand a simple topic called seasons. People are trying to splurge in every season, but every season isn't meant to be splurged. So if you don't understand the information of your season, you'll never know how to use your money.
My God.
So money can simply stay away from you because you misuse it. Anyone that misuses money is broke.
That's true.
Ask yourself,
That's true.
you had $100 in your account. In church, they said give $50. You say you don't have it. But the moment that your boyfriend, he got into a problem, he got into a wreck,
You had it.
you gave him all of your money. And then you wonder why money doesn't find you. It doesn't find you because you're not a good steward.
My God.
You're not a good steward of money. So how can money work? Nothing in this life will work for you unless you know how to deal with it. Or if you know how to treat it. We wouldn't be brothers if I didn't know how to treat you. Or you didn't know how to treat me. You wouldn't be married if we didn't know how to treat your wife. Or she didn't know how to treat you. So everything is based off your ability to treat whatever it is that is with you. That's why the Bible now says, how can two walk together unless they agree? The Bible never said two human beings. It just said two.
True. So money cannot work with you if it doesn't agree with you.
If it doesn't agree with you. It doesn't agree with your lifestyle.
So money is not agreeing with people.
That's not agreeing. God is sending a word for people to be rich. He's saying by next year this time, you'll be a millionaire. But the first thing you look at is what kind of car you finna drive, what kind of thing you finna do, the places you're gonna go, the girls you're about to have. You never once thought about the churches that you'll raise.
My God.
About the people that you're gonna give money to. About the people that you're going to say, you know what, you've helped me get on this path. I want to give back to you. Because people think 10% is only supposed to give in church. People glorify 10%. Do you know 10% actually wrong? That's the lowest you should be giving God.
That's true. That's true.
If you think to yourself, oh, let me just give 10%, you've missed. And you will not grow. Because in order to grow, you need a sacrifice. If 10%...
You see, I was actually laughing the other time because religious people have this belief system. They think, okay, according to them, they are right on one thing when they say tithe is a thing of the law, not a thing of grace.
Yeah.
They are right about tithe as in 10%, but they are wrong about the ways of giving.
Yeah.
Because when grace was introduced, even in the church that Peter was leading, Paul was leading, people would go and sell their homes, their land. They would sell everything and give to God.
Yeah.
So that means God said you need to get to a level where you are no longer thinking of what is left for you.
Yeah.
But you're thinking of what you're building.
Yeah. 100%.
So many people, they glorify, and that 10% becomes their idol. Because every time they're praying, they point towards the 10%.
Yeah.
Lord, I've given you 10%, you should bless me.
Yeah.
Lord, I've given you 10%, so you should protect my family. I've given you 10%. And God is saying you're not limited to 10%.
Yeah.
Giving 10% should not be an obligation.
Yeah.
It should be an understanding of principle.
It's deep.
And when you get to understand that principle, you discover that by yourself, you shift from 10%, you go to 20%, you go to 30%, you go to 40%. It becomes unlimited as to, you won't even be able to count.
Yeah.
If I ask you, how much have you given? You won't even know. Because any opportunity that you get, you understand that you should extend.
Yeah.
Why? Because it is giving that gives you the ability to master money.
Yeah.
And I always say something. There's only one way where you can get to master God.
Go deep.
Okay. If you read the book of Proverbs, it says something that is very interesting.
Yeah.
First of all, it speaks of the lesser. It says that the lesser cannot bless the better, which means the one who's richer is the one who blesses the poor, right? But it continues to say that if you are the one lending you are master over the one who is borrowing.
Yeah.
Then it continues to say, if you find pity in the poor, lend to God.
Yeah.
That's where the secret is. So the secret now is that God is giving people the opportunity
Yeah.
to be his master in that moment that they have lended to him.
Yeah.
Because when you're lending to God, that means God is the borrower.
Yeah.
Because you cannot lend to someone who's not borrowing from you.
Yeah.
So you are lending to him and he's borrowing from you.
Yeah.
Now that he has borrowed from you, he's obligated to give back. But any time that you lend money, it is up to the one who has lended you. Or anytime you borrow money, rather,
Yeah.
it is up to the one who has lended the money to you to give terms on how he wants to receive it.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's going to say the same measure. That's why there's interest,
Yeah.
there's security, surety. All that. If you go to the bank right now and you want to borrow money, if they give you a loan, they ask you, so what is of value that you have? Then they tie it to your what? To your loan.
Yeah.
Why? Because if you fail to pay back, we need to come for something that will retain value so that we are not on the losing side.
Yeah.
So now imagine God is giving people the opportunity to be the ones lending to him. That means you can say, okay, God, this is what I want. This that I have lended, I need it in such a time. And if you fail to do it in that time, I am holding something. Maybe it's an angel that you want.
Yeah.
I need an angel for surety. So if this doesn't happen, this has to happen. But do you see that we go and present ourselves to God with no understanding?
Yeah.
So we make ourselves peasants, yet we're supposed to be princes to the king.
100%. Deep.
A prince will go and demand and tell the father that I want to rule this region. But a peasant will come and ask that, please, I heard the soldiers are taking farms. Can mine be spared? Do you understand the entitlement, the level of entitlement that the prince has
Yeah.
over the peasant? But we have not become children of God. We're still behaving as though we have a forged relationship with God.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't understand where we stand. God himself is saying, I cannot be seen on earth without you.
Yeah.
That's why Jesus became flesh. So that means God is saying, I need you in order for me to operate on earth. So why on earth would you think that God owns a cattle on 1,000 hills for him to keep it in heaven?
Yeah.
He doesn't need cattle in heaven.
Yeah.
He owns it here, but he's looking for bodies that are willing to own it on his behalf. Because God is not going, silver and gold belongs to him, but God is in heaven.
Yeah.
But he needs bodies, he needs people who are willing to become that passport that permits God to operate in the dimension of wealth on earth.
Yeah.
That is why Pharaoh is having a dream in the time of Joseph. As Pharaoh is having a dream, he does not know how to interpret the dream. In fact, he also forgot the dream.
Yeah.
Joseph is coming in and then he tells Pharaoh his dream, then he interprets the dream. Upon interpretation, there's something that happened. He did not just interpret the dream, but he also gave a solution. Which means God had already gifted Joseph with the ability to master resources.
Yeah.
But do you know, so many people are so spiritual that they're earthly useless.
100%.
You can be very, very spiritual to the point that you're earthly useless.
Yeah. Yeah.
You become like Lazarus, who gets to hell, who gets to heaven, and the rich man is in hell. But still Lazarus is being treated as though he's a servant, even though he's in heaven. So now imagine you think that you're going to rule in heaven, yet you fail to rule on earth.
Yeah.
How's that possible? You cannot master your spirit in heaven if you fail to master it here.
Yeah.
That is why other people are going straight to God, but Lazarus is having to go into the bosom of Abraham.
Yeah.
Because the bosom of Abraham is an incubator where people are taught the ways of the Spirit. That means Lazarus was of God. He was a Christian. He believed, but he was not mature enough in the Spirit
Yeah.
to go straight into the presence of God.
Deep.
So mastery over these things, Prophet, as you were saying, can actually teach you on how to master your spirit.
Yeah.
Because if man is still controlling you, why do you think demons will fail to control you?
Exactly. That's deep.
How can a demon, because this is a spirit now that we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. It's deep.
This is a spirit, not just a spirit. Do you understand that demons were given legal rights to torment you?
Yeah.
Even the devil. He has the rights to. How did he receive the right? It wasn't from God, it was from us. Because God said, Adam, why did you eat of the fruit? He said, the wife you gave me. God pointed Eve. He said, what's up? Eve said, the serpent. God looked at the serpent kept quiet. That means the serpent kept the presence of God. Which is why Adam and Eve were chased out of the garden, but the serpent was not chased out.
Was not chased out.
And Eden means presence of God. So the devil remained with the presence of God when we lost it. So even though he was dethroned of his power in heaven, he is still powerful because he has the presence of God. So imagine the devil is more spiritual than people who are supposed to be spiritual. That's why people are selling their souls.
Yeah.
How do you sell your soul in order to receive wealth from a broke devil?
Yeah.
That means the devil is rich.
Yeah.
But whose wealth is he using?
Yeah.
He's using your wealth.
Yeah.
Imagine you are sold something that already belongs to you.
So Prof, is that why the Bible says that the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous? So God is waiting for us to understand it's ours.
It's ours.
To then get it back from the people that's holding it for us. It's deep.
They're security guards.
It's deep. It's